Hi everyone, it's Carolyn again, and I'm here to offer you another channeled message from the LightKeepers, a group of angelic beings I channel on a regular basis for your help along your spiritual awakening journey or your life journey. So today we have a poem again, which I love, and I think it's really, well, this is my take. It feels like it's really about finding your worthiness. And then I'll give you my thoughts and takeaways. But first, I also want to remind you, as always, of the video below that's a free gift to you on how to create flow in your body for health and wellness. There are 6 tips to establish this foundation coming out of my distance energy healing business, and I want to share it with you. The link's below on my YouTube channel page, Carolyn Zaiser, in the description box of any of my videos. If you're on Higher Self watching this, I will eventually add a comment, or you can head over to my channel to check it out. And from there, I guess I'll get going and read the poem. And again, like I said, it's a poem and it's really beautiful. And I'll give you my takeaways too and a couple little things before we close out for the day. All right, here's your poem. Starbeam, starbeam from the stars. You see, you are from ever afar. All life's knowing. It's wrapped up into this scar that you brought forward now to cleanse and understand, to reap the rewards of knowing and seeing that you are all of divine being, not to be shamed and not to feel unworthy. For you are here on this earth to bring forth love and light within yourself all right. For when the love shines in oneself, one can offer all others the wealth. But until one understands deep within and loves oneself for what one is, it is difficult for one to see the light in others' love and their light and offer them what they want to offer until the seed of self has sprung into the beautiful bloom above. For it is, and it will, you will see it still, that your love will sprout for yourself with a shout and understanding deep within. And then from there, you will see that you will begin to feel more comfortable in your own knowing and being. And yet we say it is a wealth of health when one can live with oneself in the quiet and in the space. We say always take the aloneness at your own pace and be with others when you feel it is right and right time for you still. For focus today on the love within, and you will see the brightness to begin, offering to yourself and others in your way. It will be the most magical of days. In light and love, we leave you this day, the LightKeepers. So, if I look at this, at first, I had to go back. I record these when they come in. I actually sit down, meditate, and ask what they have to say. Record them. I transcribed this, and I thought, that can't be right. Then I realized it was, and I'm going to read this part again that kind of helps explain this. But first let me say, I feel like this is the foundation of the awakening journey, and frankly, of the life journey. But we're not aware of these things most often until we go through this awakening journey. That we have to love ourselves. We have to, this journey is about finding the worthiness in ourselves. And we all do it. I don't care how confident we appear on the outside, how much self-esteem we feel we have. We still do it. We feel unworthy of loving ourselves. Because think of how often have you ever said that you loved yourself? I know I didn't, and now I try to do it all the time. But we don't feel worthy, and therefore, what they're saying here is we can't give to others fully until we love ourselves. But what they say in this sentence here, well, I'll read it first and then I'll tell you what I think it means. This is the sentence within this poem I just read. But until one understands deep within and loves oneself for what one is, it is difficult for one to see the light in others' love and their light and offer them what they want to offer until the seed of self has sprung into the beautiful bloom above. Okay, so it talks about what I just talked about, which is loving yourself. You can't fully give to others until you have cleared out that unworthiness and loved yourself fully in the way that you can. And it is a process. But until you do that, others can't give you fully what they want to give. Because they're going through the same thing too, right? That unworthiness struggle. But point is, so it's this symbiotic thing. But if we just look at ourselves, if we don't love ourselves fully and completely, and let's say that other person is in that worthiness space, they've journeyed and they've gotten there, it's hard for them to give that love to us because we're not willing to accept it because we're feeling unworthy. So that kind of confused me at first, but that's what they're talking about. And offer them what they want to offer, because they want to offer that to us. Our souls deeply want to offer love to each other. But when we're in a place of unworthiness and not accepting ourselves, how can we? How can we not only accept this love from others, but how can we give it fully? So I thought this was really powerful and deep, and you guys will have your own takeaway on it, but I feel this one is just so beautiful that I could read it over and over again. So that's the channel for today, and I hope you enjoyed its beauty as much as I have. And then one last thing before we close out for the day, I always want to remind you of my Facebook page for those of you who aren't aware of it. It's called Purple Rain Healing, and this is where it's actually my business page, but what I do there is I share my channeled messages that are shorter, that are poems of one sentence, that are little meditations, and they're really inspirational and they're beautiful and they're so much fun to do. And I got a little following over there, so come over and join us. And you can get those, I don't know, I post them about 3 or 4 times a week. So with that, I'll leave you today, and I thank you again, as always. I'm so grateful for this journey that we're on together and for you joining me in these videos. Thank you, and have a great day.